So you're thinking of moving to Gilbert, Arizona, but you want to know a little bit more about how it's laid out, where everything is at, and how to actually get around. Well, this is the video for you, because in this video, that's exactly what we're going to cover. We're going to show you all around Gilbert, what you need to know, how to get around, where everything is at. We're actually going to jump into my computer, do a whole little look around on the map and stuff, so you can know exactly what you need to know when you're thinking of moving to Gilbert. We've got a lot to cover and check out, so let's do this. I'm Samantha, and me and my team get to work with people every single day just like you, looking to make their move to Phoenix, Arizona, and all the surrounding areas like Gilbert. So if you're looking to make a move to Gilbert, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, or any other areas around, reach out anytime, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Gilbert, Arizona. Like I said, we are here in Gilbert. We are going to check it out on the map so you can get a good idea of everything that's around and what to actually expect when you're going to be moving to Gilbert. If you do want to reach out, if you've got questions, all our information is in the description, so definitely reach out anytime. We've got some freebies for you, moving checklists, lists of what to buy when you are moving, anything that you need to know, more info about Arizona, daily life, what it's like here. So anything you want to check it all out in the description. But let's go ahead and jump in, check out the map, and take a look around. All right, well, we have jumped into Gilbert. So as you can kind of see, this is Gilbert right here. We've got Mesa and Chandler that kind of border it. And all in here is a bunch of different places that we kind of are going to look at, get to show you a little bit, just so you can kind of see where things are at, what it's like, and get a good feel for Gilbert. So let's dive right in. Okay, we're going to start right here in downtown Gilbert. So right here, you've got the downtown Gilbert area. This is the historic water tower. It actually has like Gilbert written across it, and that's kind of one of the main focal points of the downtown area. But downtown is just all right in here, right along Gilbert Road, which goes right through here. I know, Gilbert Road, really creative name, right? A lot of the streets here are named after the cities that they're in. They're not super creative, but it makes it easy to find where you're at. So right up and down here, along Gilbert, this is kind of where the main downtown area is, like I said. So you've got all these fun shops, dining, restaurants, bars, parks, arcades. There is so much going on in downtown Gilbert. It's one of my favorite places in town. There is so much. I'll just kind of take you all through this area so you can see. So you've got tons of different restaurants. You've got Barrio Queen, Culinary Dropout, Oso Brewery, Zin Burger, Oregano's. Ooh, The Porch. If you like brunch, The Porch is amazing. If you like wine and bruschetta with girlfriends in the evening, Postino's is where it's at. There's a lot of really fun places. And the fun thing about Old Town Gilbert is almost every single place has a patio. The weather for like half the year, well, maybe a little more than half the year, is gorgeous here in Arizona. And so Gilbert really makes full use of that. And they have all these patios where you can get out, enjoy the sun, enjoy the amazing weather, and just get to have a little bit of fun on the patio. They've got an arcade bar, level 1 arcade bar. So it's literally, you can go and you can like have beer and cocktails and alcohol and all that kind of fun stuff. But they have all these really cool, like old retro video games. So that is a lot of fun. I went there for one of my friends. They did like a combo bachelor and bachelorette party, and we just like had drinks and played video games all afternoon. And it was such a blast. So really fun. You got to check that place out. As you go down here, again, just lots more of kind of those restaurants and shops and bars. A couple of them are chains here and there, but a lot of them are these really fun, independently owned kind of mom and pop shops, which is really cool. Like right here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. So Liberty Market, that's actually owned by a local family here who we know, and it's incredible. And also, oh my gosh, this place, Joe's Real Barbecue. Oh, this is one of my all-time favorite barbecue places in all of Arizona. We've been going here, my family and I, since I was like a little kid. We have pictures of me like running around. They've got a really fun like grassy area with all these games. They've got a patio outside. They also have seating inside for when it's like brutally hot, but their barbecue is incredible. It's been owned and operated by the same family for years, and it is phenomenal. So good. And then if you want really good coffee, Space Coffee right here, really fun. It's like very kind of hip and trendy. They've got all these unique flavors. They have a strawberry dairy-free chai, which I was like, what? But it's amazing. And if you want another really good coffee place, it should be right up here. Where is it? There it is. Gotcha. Bergie's Coffee Roast House. This place is a staple in Gilbert. It's been there for so long, and it's like
one of the favorite coffee shops of all the locals. It's one of my favorite personal spots. Whenever I'm in Gilbert, I always stop there. They don't have seating inside, actually. All their seating is outside in this beautiful little garden that they've created. So you've got flowers and all these like different tables and benches and seats that you can kind of enjoy while you're out there having your coffee and stuff like that. So whenever I'm in Gilbert, I always make it a point to stop by Birdie's because I love the coffee there. So good. You've got the parlor room, which is a fun little cocktail bar. And if you want like a really cool kind of like underground, that's not right. Speakeasy. That's the word I'm looking for. Underground. Okay. If you want a speakeasy, the White Rabbit is a really cool cocktail lounge. It's kind of got that 1920s speakeasy theme. They've got a hidden room, password to go into the back of it, all of that. Very, very cool. Very, very hip for people who are cooler than myself. There's a big park over here. They're doing movies in the parks, or they'll do, in the winters, it's ice skating. In the spring and summer, it's, roller skating or dog shows and stuff like that. There's just always so many fun activities happening in the downtown Gilbert area. So that is kind of one of the main parts of Gilbert. It's kind of central in the Gilbert area. And a lot of fun. There's so much to do and see. And so weekends and evenings and stuff, it's always really packed. Tons to do. Okay, let's check out some of the neighborhoods. So Gilbert is pretty big. It's pretty spread out, which is kind of a theme of most of the cities kind of in that Phoenix metro area. Just as a heads up, it is not super walkable. If you're going to live in Gilbert, you're probably going to need a car. Our public transportation is not super great. And so Gilbert is one of those places where it's very spread out and you will probably need a car to get to places like work, school, grocery stores, stuff like that. Everything's really convenient. You're never more than 5 or 10 minutes away from anything that you need, but it's not super walkable. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you really like kind of living on the water, that lake living and stuff like that, we have a lot of man-made lakes here. And so one of those communities that have man-made lakes where you can kind of live right on the lake is right here in the Val Vista Lakes. And so you can literally live on the water. People will have paddle boards and boats and jet skis and what else, like canoes and kayaks and stuff like that. And they'll literally just, you have a dock, your house goes right down to the dock in the backyard, and you can just take your boat out on the water anytime you want, which is really cool. So that's one of the communities that kind of has that lake living life. You are going to pay a little bit more to live on the water, places like that. So you have Val Vista Lakes. Another one that a lot of people like is right over here, the Islands. Fun name, obviously. You're on the water. So same thing, kind of those man-made lakes and rivers and different green belts and areas. So if that is something you're interested in, kind of living on that water, so that is definitely a place that has that as well. So you've got the Islands and then Val Vista Lakes. And then if we get into a couple more kind of neighborhoods that people love, Morrison Ranch is a very popular neighborhood. The homes are beautiful. They are big. They are spread out. It's just right down Elliott Road, which is one of the main roads here. So you can kind of see, I'll zoom out so you can kind of see how close it is to kind of the downtown area. All right, so here's Morrison Ranch. Here's downtown, literally just right up Elliott Road. It's about 5-10 minutes away. You can get to downtown. So Morrison Ranch, like I said, the homes are really big, really beautiful, spread out. And then if you want kind of a similar feel, but you want to be closer to the highway, Cooley Station is going to be where you want to be. Again, big, beautiful, newer homes. Gilbert really didn't start growing until the 1990s. That's when we started to have a big boom. It started growing and builders started building like crazy. So 1990s and 1980s are going to be about as old as most of the homes in Gilbert get. There's going to be homes here and there that are a little bit older, but for the most part, the homes are newer. So Cooley Station is also a newer build place. Most of the homes are mid to late 2000s, and then a lot more buildings still happening right now. Tons of homes, tons of shops, tons of restaurants. There's tons of undeveloped land all in this area around Cooley Station, and they're starting to build a lot. So that's a neighborhood that is really growing a lot. And becoming really, really highly sought after. The yards are really big. You got big backyards. Everyone's got pools, and just get to kind of enjoy that Arizona life. As you come down here, right on the other side of the 202, you can kind of see this is one of the main highways here. Arizona's the kind of Phoenix metro area. We have a lot of highways, which is really great. It makes it really easy to get from one part of town to another pretty quickly. And the traffic really isn't too bad, except for rush hour. You are going to run into stop and go traffic during rush hour. But outside of that, you really don't have to deal with too bad traffic. So 202 is one of those major highways. A lot of people, if you are going to be working in a part of town that is outside of Gilbert, 202 is going to be one of the main highways that you'll be taking a lot on your commute, just as a heads up. So on the other side of the 202 here, we're just on the other side. We were at Cooley Station. which was right over here. And now we're heading just to the other side, Agritopia. So if you haven't seen the vlog tour of Gilbert, if you want to see what these neighborhoods actually look like, we go through these neighborhoods, we look at different homes, different price points, show you the neighborhoods, the shops, the restaurants, the downtown area. You can really get a cool feel for what it's actually like living there in Gilbert. And Agritopia is one of the neighborhoods that we cover. In this place, holy smokes, like early 2000s is when it was built, and it was like the neighborhood of the future here in the Phoenix metro area. Everyone thought it was the coolest place. The homes were super modern. They were like energy efficient, which like homes were not like that before in Arizona. So they were energy efficient. And it really kind of brought to light that kind of live, work, and play all in the same area. So in addition to building all of these homes, they started building all these shops, restaurants, kind of everything that you need all right in this area. And that was a pretty new concept, especially in the Gilbert area. And so right in here, you've got Agritopia. So in these neighborhoods, you've got all these gorgeous homes and stuff like that. And then right up along here on Ray Road, you have all of these restaurants, shops. You've got a community garden that they have for Agritopia. If you want to go and pick fresh fruits and vegetables and produce to eat and stuff like that, you can actually do it in their garden. I'll zoom in a little bit more so you can kind of see it a little bit. So Agritopia, the neighborhood is all kind of right up in this area, and then walking distance. Literally, people just walk there. You don't need your car. You can just walk. You've got Agritopia Farm right here. That's where you can go and pick all of the produce. The coffee shop, delicious. They were actually on Cupcake Wars if you watch Food Network, and they did really well. Their cupcakes are phenomenal. You've got Joe's Farm Grill. Remember Joe's Barbecue in downtown Gilbert? This is actually run and operated by the same family, and they have a farm grill right out here, which is like farm fresh ingredients that they get locally, and it's so good. Garage East, oh my gosh. If you like wine, they have a wine called breakfast wine. It's like this white wine that's, I can't even describe it. It's so freaking delicious. And I've never had breakfast wine before, and I'm so glad it's a thing. So breakfast wine is definitely one of the things to check out at Garage East. They've got lots of other shops, restaurants. They actually have a couple different buildings where it's all these little independently owned little restaurant shops, bars. There's a salon. There's a bookstore. There's a little farm store and stuff like that. So everything is just all right here, and you can walk to it from your home in Agritopia. The homes, like I said, are gorgeous, big backyards. There's like lemonade stands and kids running all through the neighborhood. Like it's a very community, family-friendly central feel. That's how most of Gilbert is, honestly. Very family-friendly. It's one of the safest neighborhoods in America. Actually, it was voted one of the safest. The school systems are incredible. So Gilbert is one of the top places families look to kind of relocate in that area. All right, moving on. So we are kind of just outside of the Agritopia area, right over here, something that you'll see a lot of Gilbert. Gilbert doesn't really feel like the rest of Phoenix. It's not a lot of desert and rocks and cactus and stuff like that. It's very green. There's grass and trees. Everywhere you look, there are tons of parks. There's the Cosmo Dog Park. If you have dogs, this is one of my little puppy's favorite parks to go to. I have a little corgi. His name is Bruce, and he loves this park. So every time I'm in Gilbert, I take him over to the Cosmo Dog Park. They've got this lake area. They've got all these different like courses they can run through. They have a whole grassy area, and it's all gated and stuff, so you can let your dog off leash if that's something that you want to do and stuff like that. So it's a really fun area. But there are parks for humans too, I promise, all over the place. And most of the neighborhoods actually in Gilbert have little neighborhood and community parks, as well as the bigger parks kind of outside those areas as well. So anywhere you look, there's going to be grass and trees and kind of that very California feel over here in Gilbert. On the other side right here, we have a few other things. So this is going to be one of the main kind of shopping and restaurant areas for Gilbert. I'll zoom you out a little bit. So we're kind of more in South Gilbert, if you can see. Here, let me show you really quick. Okay, so here's the downtown area right over here. And we're kind of more in this area, kind of in more southern Gilbert area, right next to the freeway and stuff like that. So over here, if you're not right by downtown and you want shops, restaurant, dining, entertainment, all of that, you've got Santan Village. And Santan Village is one of those big outdoor shopping and dining destinations. It's got all the shops you could want, the restaurants, the bars, Target, very important, and Home Goods, also equally as important. The two shops you need in everywhere you live, Target and Home Goods. You've got both of those here. You've got steakhouses. North Italia is really good. I don't know if you guys like Italian food. That place is amazing. And if you want something really fun to do, they've got tons of entertainment, movie theaters, arcades. They have Topgolf. If you've never done Topgolf, it's like golfing for people who don't know how to golf, like myself, or people who do know how to golf. But basically, it's like multiple levels They just kind of like set all these balls out with all these golf clubs, and you literally just like whack balls as hard as you can all the way out onto these like lit up targets and stuff like that. You can keep score, and you can have food and drinks. It's all outside, kind of on the patio area, which is really fun. They've got TV and music and misters and stuff going, so it's just a lot of fun. I've gone with my husband and his family a couple of times, as well as some friends, and we have a blast. I can't golf to save my life. Even mini golf is a struggle for me, but top golf is so much fun. So that's always something you got as well. And all right, next is airports. Okay, so as you can see, I marked the airport. This is the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. This is the main airport in Arizona. The majority of the international flights or even domestic flights come in and out of this airport. It is huge, it is busy, and they do a lot of traffic, but it takes a while to get there from Gilbert. So if you want something closer, you also have the Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport. There are not as many flights, mostly just domestic. If you're looking to go international, you are definitely going to have to do a couple layovers or connecting flights, just because they don't do a lot of flights, and they don't do international for the most part. So you really have to kind of plan ahead if you're just going over to somewhere close by, like Nevada, Colorado, something like that. That may be the best way to get you there with a cheaper flight, but most flights are going to be going in and out of the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. So if we are in, here we go. All right, let's see how far it takes to get you to the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. Okay, so we can just pull it up really quickly. So from Gilbert, you can kind of see, and this is without major traffic. So it's not rush hour or anything right now, not a lot of traffic. It's about 17 and a half miles just from kind of like the central Gilbert area, kind of that downtown area. And it's going to take you about 25 minutes. With traffic, it's going to be closer to 40 to 45 minutes. So if you're going to be doing lots of flights, lots of traveling for business, that's just kind of something to kind of keep in mind. If you are going to the Mesa Gateway Airport, and again, if you're just kind of from that central part or the downtown part, it's only going to be 10 miles, but again, you're not going to be taking a lot of highways. It's mostly side streets to get there. You've got lots of lights and stuff, and this time of day, this is afternoon right now when we're looking at this, and what is happening? School is getting out. There are so many schools in Gilbert, and there's lots of schools, lots of family, lots of traffic kind of in the afternoons there. So since you're taking side streets, it's going to take about 25 minutes, and then when it gets closer to rush hour, that's probably going to bump up to about 35. So you're not super close to an airport either way, but just kind of keep that in mind if that is something that is important to you. All right, well, that is pretty much most of the Gilbert area. As you can kind of see, like I said, it is spread out, but it's really easy to navigate. Most of the Phoenix metro area is all laid out on this grid, kind of north, south, east, west, 1 mile apart for all the streets and stuff like that. Gilbert is one of the most highly sought after neighborhoods for families, and for a good reason. The schools are A-rated, top-notch, some of the best schools in all of Arizona. It's family friendly. There's parks, beautiful homes, lots to do, pretty decent affordability. Housing is definitely starting to go up because it is in very high demand, and there's just not enough homes to go around. But that is kind of hopefully gives you a good idea of what Gilbert is like, how it's laid out, some of the main areas to kind of look at and be aware of and stuff like that. So we did a full Phoenix vlog tour. We checked out all these different cities, suburbs, neighborhoods, all areas in and around the entire Phoenix area. So if that is something you are interested in, to kind of figure out what part of Phoenix is going to be the best fit for you, what's going to match your lifestyle, what is a good fit for what you're looking for, feel free to check that out. If you've got any questions about Gilbert, about Phoenix, about any other cities and areas, reach out anytime. We are here. We are happy to help. This is literally what we do every day, is help people find the best fit for them, get the home that they want, to have that lifestyle that they want here in the greater Phoenix area. So like I said, if you have any questions, please reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months. We are here for you and happy to help. And until next time, I'll see you soon.